We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. And that quote comes from Martin Luther King Jr. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Surviving the Matrix. My name is Maxwell Egan, and I will be your host for the next hour. Well, strange times indeed in the world today, folks. Strange times indeed are happening in Haiti with the arrival of one of the US Navy's secret prisons in the Haitian waters on the 25th of January 2010. This happening, of course, while the deployment of 10,000, and some sources say the number is actually more like 16,000 US troops in Haiti as well. This all in the name, of course, of a humanitarian effort to relieve the stricken people of Haiti in the wake of the earthquake. The significant thing about it, though, folks, is that these are troops. 10 to 16,000 United States troops. This humanitarian effort has been qualified by a number of Latin countries as actually being an invasion and occupation under the guise of a humanitarian relief operation. And of course the arrival of the US prison ship, the USS Bataan, in Haiti raises even more questions concerning this issue. The USS Bataan, formerly an amphibious assault ship, i.e. an aircraft carrier, has over recent years been converted into a floating prison, forming part of the CIA's network of black sites and secret prisons used for torturing suspects in what is now euphemistically referred to as enhanced interrogation techniques. The ship's flat-hull bottom has been equipped with a large number of cages, and prisoners are subjected to the same type of inhumanity and torture experiments as are conducted in Guantanamo Bay. This is quite a large ship, so it's really anybody's guess as to how many poor souls may be incarcerated upon this ship. So this ship has now arrived in Haitian waters as part of the humanitarian effort that is being carried out in Haiti by the United States government. There has been a lot of speculation as to whether the Haiti earthquake was created by HAARP. There has been a lot of speculation of this on the internet. The strange thing about it is that most earthquakes that are generated by HAARP are usually what is seen as a signature 8.6 earthquake. But the earthquake in Haiti was 7.0. This does, of course, make one question whether it was HAARP or not. But there are also other indicators. There are actually graphs that show activity from HAARP that commenced 2 days prior to the quake in Haiti and continued constantly until just before the quake, so that is something that needs to be considered. There's also the very obvious jackboot in the door that's occurred in Haiti with the injection of 10 to 16,000 troops into the area. There is, of course, an awful lot of oil in Haiti, so it's understandable why putting troops into the area would be very desirable. There's also the little factor, which seems to always be the way these days whenever there's any major disaster, but there's also the factor that America happened to be running a drill, and this drill was exploring what action would be taken to provide relief to Haiti in the event of a disaster such as a hurricane. Now, this drill started the day before the earthquake, and so, of course, they were able to put the drill straight into real time and simply take over. So they just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. Just as they were for 9/11, just as they were for the London bombings, just as they were for the Oklahoma City bombing. They always seem to be running drills when any of these sort of things happen. Pretty amazing foresight from our wonderful leaders, folks. It's almost as if these people are psychic. But anyway, neither the United Nations nor the government of the United States has as yet offered any explanation to the people of the world for sending the unprecedented amount of soldiers that have been deployed in Haiti. And apparently several governments have complained that the troop presence in Haiti has kept them from landing aid flights and greatly complicated international cooperation. Now, the approximately 1 million people in Haiti that have been made homeless by this earthquake that happened just over 2 weeks ago now, these people could also be among the first to receive controversial vaccines under a campaign that has been organised by the WHO. According to a document published by the WHO entitled Public Health Risk Assessment and Interventions, Earthquake Haiti, the UN Health Agency is strongly recommending that people in Haiti receive vaccinations against tetanus and measles, diphtheria, polio, among others, in spite of the controversy surrounding these vaccines. And the WHO document also states, of course, that the swine flu poses a risk to the people of Haiti. And this, of course, suggests to us all that the poor people of Haiti may be given the untested and toxic swine flu vaccine. So we need to keep an eye on what's really going on in Haiti.
I don't know, folks. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't? Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to keep an eye on any of this stuff? Wouldn't it be nice if the governments would simply do the right thing? Wouldn't it be nice if the CIA was actually there as an intelligence organization and its job was actually to protect the people and to ensure national security? Wouldn't that be great? But unfortunately, that's not the way. The CIA, as I have often said to you, is the head of global organized crime. The CIA is a criminal cabal disguised as an intelligence organization. The CIA is responsible for all wars that have been fought since World War II. They have undermined so many nations. They have created such disruption to national security. They are the number one player in the global drug trade, in the global human trafficking trade. The organization was founded on Nazi principles. It was actually founded by Nazis that were brought to America after World War II. I've spoken to you about this on numerous occasions and have mentioned it in some of my films. It was nice to see Ron Paul actually speaking out against the CIA the other day. Hats off to Mr. Paul for saying that. He is absolutely correct in what he was saying, that there has been a coup in America, and it is the CIA. The CIA are basically the terrorist arm of the global government, the terrorist arm of the ruling elite. The CIA and the Mossad work in unison with each other. The CIA are basically just an offshoot of the Mossad. And all of these organizations were founded on Nazi principles. As I've often said to you, World War II is in fact a beta test. The whole scenario, everything that happened in World War II has now been extrapolated out to encompass the rest of the globe. That's what it's all about. And this has been carried out by a cartel that is centered in Europe. It is run via control of the monetary system. All roads seem to lead to Rome, actually, folks. And the Vatican is, of course, heavily involved in all of these operations as well. It's really important that people become aware of all this, and people become aware of the type of global governing body that is already covertly in place. All we were actually seeing with the Copenhagen Treaty was an attempt to visibly consolidate the power. Having a whole bunch of carbon laws in place and being able to use these to control each country would be a very desirable outcome for these people. Now, this type of global governance is already in place in a lot of ways. It's very shaky, folks. They've got to do things covertly through control of the money system and by marginalizing different countries. They do this in such a way as to create instability in the world. That's the main purpose of all these organizations. And you might say, why would they want to create instability? Well, by creating instability, it gives them the opportunity to consolidate power. You see, this is the way it works. The more unstable it gets, the people ask for control. They say, please come in and control this situation. We want things to simply run smoothly. But it is the controlling hand that makes sure things aren't running smoothly, so that they can put in place a completely totalitarian system, which they would just refer to as an orderly system. A system that all runs nice on the books, that runs nice on paper, that runs nice as viewed by a banker mentality. They just want to balance the books, folks. Human beings aren't really part of the equation. Human beings are simply units, digits. They're a commodity to these people. Human beings are necessary in order to put the system in place. But the system is all about basically stripping the resources of the planet.